We'll continue to read other many experiences. Jai Mohanji and a very warm welcome to all. The subtitle of today's story is Phone Conversation Disrupted. This incident is from the initial days of my connection to Mohanji. I was still in the process of looking for approvals from my family for my newfound connection. Like any other family, my family too couldn't easily approve of my quest to walk an unknown path. I don't blame them. It is out of love that they want to keep us protected. But my conviction was firm, and I couldn't blind my own true experiences. It was my inner call to get exploring spirituality, my purpose on this earth. The subject matter has always interested me, and reaching a master like Mohanji is the highest boon. It is a hand straightaway stretched out by Krishna to lift me up from the cycle of birth and death. I have maintained a routine of calling my parents every morning over many long years. The other morning, I experienced an unusual frequent disruption in connection. My parents would just begin to attempt to pull back the reins. Ununderstandably, then the phone would get disconnected. This happened quite many times. Annoyed, I decided to end the call for the moment. Later, I had this inner feeling that it is the power of Mohanji doing these things and saving me from difficult conversations. Interestingly, a call of that kind never happened again. My family also has ever since willingly accepted this new venture of mine without any further questions. They have become appreciative of my connection to Mohanji. They also have got involved in benevolent activities on Mohanji platforms. They hold high regards for Mohanji. Mohanji always holds our hands. Next subtitle, Hula Hoop Performance. The whole world stood to witness the consecration ceremony of the idol of Lord Rama in Ayodhya on 22nd January 2024. It was a re-establishment of the Rama temple after a centuries-long period of about 500 years. A re-establishment of righteousness, truth and compassion for generations to come. The event got celebrated in every corner of Bharat. It was more ceremonious than Diwali. Every community was celebrating in their own unique ways. Our residential community was all set to walk a procession around the street. Musical dhols, designer rangolis, colorful costumes, cultural dances, and many more things were displayed along the course of the procession. The mission at Mohanji Foundation is to add value to the world in whatever way we can. We stood hand in hand with the community and took up the task of working with kids, thereby facilitating their inclusiveness in the big event. After good brainstorming, the best agreeable thing that came out was to get kids to do a colorful parade using decorative hula hoops, striking wavy kites, glowing wristbands, rotating pinwheels, and more. Mardi Gras. Yep, somewhat. The idea seemed perfect, but it wasn't still sprouting to action and probably needed a strong boost to raise our confidence. I'm sitting at the steps of Mohanji Pune Center, holding my book and pen in hand, trying to chalk out a checklist and make a draft for the entire project. I paused to take a glance at the street outside. I saw a few workmen passing by from a nearby construction work area carrying pipes, the soft plastic kind that were neatly rounded and bundle tied. They were in bright colors of yellow, blue and orange. My eyes shone in an instant. The colorful rounded pipes exactly looked like hula hoops, a core theme of the project. It was an acknowledgement coming from Mohanji that we have his blessings to take this work ahead. He surely liked the idea. Then we set to action in the uppermost gear. We knew this would come up as the best performance people have seen in quite some time. The performances really came out brilliantly. Lot of appreciation and applause was showered from everywhere. A group of small kids displayed beautiful shapes of flowers with colorful sheets of cloth. The hula hoopers flaunted quite many challenging formations. We had got some kids to dress up in the characters of Ramayana. The characters would now and then enact the striking highlights from the events of the epic Ramayana. We had dressed a little girl as Mata Shabri, who was distributing bear, a berry fruit. People commented that there was something about the bear that it tasted extraordinarily sweet. We distributed the tiny fruit to a crowd of thousands. Here are two beautiful pictures from our hula hoop performances. Mesmerizing hula hoop performance, picture 1 and picture 2. These are the formations that kids made with using colorful sheets of cloth, blooming flower. Next story, long due painting job. The building complex where we reside has been needing a paint job very badly. The exteriors have gone from bad to worse. Umpteen times it has got included as a part of the agenda over the society meetings, but it has continued to remain an unsorted issue. There has always been some obstacle or the other in preventing the job from implementation. Sometimes it is lack of funds, the other times it is a non-commonly agreeable thing between the members. For long many years it has not been able to reach an amicable solution. Mohanji Center got established in February 2023 in our building premises. Where Mohanji has set foot, the power of the energy gets felt all around. In one way or the other, transformations start becoming visible. The long due work of getting the buildings painted started to materialize with immediate effect. Beginning March 2023 itself, the work got started in full force. All obstacles got removed. It may not have come to anybody's notice, but I am very sure that Mohanji's presence got things moving. Next subtitle, Apt Daily Message. A daily quote of Mohanji gets shared in the WhatsApp group. There are thousands of people receiving this quote. Magically, these quotes become apt for the day to each person in particular. This is surely for me as well. The daily words shared apply as the best advice that I need at the minute. Next subtitle, Mosquito Bite. This is another example of how Mohanji's words have come alive beyond time and space. Mohanji has given us enough and more lessons on acceptance, selflessness, gratitude, unconditional love, kindness and compassion. We need to try to come out of our regular patterns and give a chance to ourselves to live life based on the tenets of life given by Mohanji. Only when we practice living a new way in a deliberate manner or consciously do we open up the possibility of the experiences in a different perspective. Once, while I was revisiting my notes from Empowered, a mosquito came and sat on my arm. The natural instinct is to hush it away, but I thought not to do so and allow the experience to happen. Acceptance of situations as is, no resistance. Consciousness is a larger expression, and so if this is the expression, may it be so. I do not want to manipulate. The mosquito had now sharply injected into my blood vessels. I could feel the pain of the bite. Nevertheless, I allowed it. It is Mohanji's immense grace upon me that it spontaneously gets transmitted as expressions of selflessness in the world. Let me be so selfless that everything of me is useful to God in His mega plan. Let me allow the mosquito to satiate his hunger with my blood. I shall offer this as seva at the lotus feet of Mohanji. The piece of the talk that I was reading is the God and the devil sits inside you, and which you, who you are feeding more, will become more powerful inside you. These are the notes I take down from the guidance talks of Mohanji for empowered courses. So, when I'm reading these, I am able to read it in the same tone and in the same essence as verbally spoken by Mohanji. I recall that Mohanji has exerted a lot of weight while uttering the particular word feeding. All actions of a great master are for a purpose, nothing wasted. Notice the break in the word phrases in the sentence that Mohanji speaks. And which, you, which is, who, are you. No way can a listener move to further listening of the sentence until one has made an effort to understand these. The utterance leaves such a mark. Had it been a simple, perfectly grammared sentence, it wouldn't have had the power to make a mind stop and go back and forth, reading the sentence, to understand its meaning. Mohanji tactfully made the address so that I stand no chance on missing reading the sentence or just let happen to casually glance over it. This is how the whole of my attention got caught in full concentration on the word feeding. It is Mohanji's way to arrest the attention of the reader. It is a silent communication happening in real time. When we connect to him in pictures or in words, it means the same as connecting in person. It's always a live connection. Mohanji speaking about feeding in the same moment while the mosquito is feeding on me is an experience of another realm. I felt the vibrations clear and loud in the exact moment of the mosquito bite. Mohanji's acknowledgement to my selfless seva, his spoken words became person specific. The literal meaning of feeding came to life, got related in a different context, perfectly applying at another point in time. Communion happened. Message delivered effectively. There are big lessons to take from this communion. All events of our life are pre-laid on time by destiny. Even a tiny mosquito sitting on us can't be perceived as a random happening. It is well within the purview of consciousness. It is part of the master plan. All events have one common purpose: facilitating exhaustion of accumulated karma, bringing things to completion. Things thus allowed completion clears our way out from the cycle of birth and death. Consciousness is everything. Consciousness is what it is. There is no me or you. It is stillness. Stillness called Mohanji. I want to be honest and admit that I have done this only once. I hushed the mosquitoes away like anybody else. We can stop here for today. Stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you. Jai Mohanji.